Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hina's World. Today, we have our young, creative, dashing author with us, and his name is Sahil Keshwani. So, he is going to introduce us with his upcoming book. I'm not going to tell anything about the book because we want to ask the author, what is this book about? So, Sahil, tell us, okay, before we get to the book, I want to ask you to introduce yourself in 3 words, just 3 words.
Number one, inquisitive. Number two, imaginative. Number three, focused.
Wow, inquisitive, imaginative, and focused. So, what does inquisitive mean, Sahil?
Inquisitive means very curious and always ask questions when he doesn't know. Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. Interesting. Three short, simple words to define you. And second thing I want to ask you, there's some interesting background, but I think, never mind. First, we are going to talk about the book. Then, definitely, before I'm going to exit, I want to know more about this virtual background, which is it's really catchy. So, tell me the name of your book, and also give me one sentence in which you want to describe that book.
Okay, the title of the book is The Incredible Fantasy of Singapore.
That's interesting. It's about Singapore. Oh, my favorite country. That's interesting. Okay, tell me one sentence. Will you be able to describe your book in one sentence?
Yes.
Okay, tell me.
This book is about me as a kid, uh, imaginating all the stuff that I like and putting it together and making one interesting book that you may not stop until you finish.
That's interesting. It means at this young age, you have written this book and you are giving us the guarantee that we are going to read the whole book without even stopping. Like we have to read the whole book and we will not get bored.
Yeah, but then if you stop, you'll be like asking yourself, what will happen next? What if the duck boat sinks? Like that.
I'm sure, because if you have defined yourself as inquisitive, I'm sure you want your audience to be inquisitive that what's in the book. Oh my God. I really want to buy this book. Okay, I'm more curious. Okay, I'm going to ask you next question. The next question is that what actually inspired you to write this book?
Okay, I have three reasons. Number one, I dreamt that I took the propeller of a few duck boats. When
Mm-hmm.
they went in the water, they didn't sink to the bottom of the river. They just cruised along underwater like it was meant to be a submarine.
Okay, that's interesting. And
Number two, I've been reading Geronimo Stilton, and he has been very creative. So I thought I should make books of my own. Number three, every time I see something, I would like to put it in a book or a video in my blog.
wow, so you want all of us to know about whatever you are learning. That's very interesting. You know, many people do not have this thing that they read, they get themselves equipped with knowledge. But at this age, you want all of us to know about your learnings. And that's so interesting. At this young age, you dreamt about to do something and create this wonderful book for all of us. Thank you so much. Sahil, one more thing, like few more questions, like I'm just getting excited to know more about it, so few more questions. And it
Okay.
doesn't seems that you're giving an interview for the first time. It seems like you're so pro at it and all the answers are just running through like that, like flowing water. So really interesting, I'm really impressed. So we are going to move to the next question. My next question is that when did you actually realize that you want to become a writer? Like, you have that instinct in you that you want to write. When was that time?
Okay. So it was this year when my friend started writing a few comics, a comic series called Super Nerd. And so I thought maybe I should start writing books too. and then I started writing during my recess. And then after that, I came home and then continued it. Then the next day, I kept writing and writing and writing until I finished. Yeah.
It's really inspiring that your friends around you means um, you are really inspired by your friends and they are also like supporting you, your parents are supporting you. It's like you're really privileged, Sahil, that at this age you have become an author. And I would really request, after completing this interview, I would really request everybody to at least grab this copy of yours, to know that how far you have to go, and you have started at a very, like, at a very initial stage, and you're privileged enough that your whole, like, all of us are with you in this, in your journey, in your learning journey. Okay, next, how long, because you are so young, I want to know how long did it take to, take to complete this whole book? Please be honest.
2 days.
Just 2 days? Are you
Yeah.
sure?
After my friends started writing in school at recess, I just started writing a little. I went back home, started writing. Then the second day, I just finished up the whole thing.
2 days?
Yes.
48 hours?
Yes.
The whole book?
Yes.
You definitely deserve this. Amazing. This is really amazing. Really want to congratulate you, and definitely your parents and your friends who are you are in touch with, who have inspired you. It's an amazing thing. I I'm genuinely feeling this, having this feeling that you are going to go very, very far. The sky is the limit, but I'm sure that's also not going to be the limit for you, because you have started at such a young age, Sahil. Best of luck for everything you're going to do in future. But please do share with us whatever your books, like upcoming books, and whatever you are writing, please do share with your audience. Okay?
Okay.
We're going to go to the next question. Tell me three interesting things you want your audience to know about this book, that they should buy this book. Three interesting things.
3 interesting things. Okay. So there's one. There's the excitement of not being able to know what's next. Number 2, you can expect to be going on an adventure with your family. Number 3, after you finish reading, you'll be bugging your parents to bring you to Singapore.
Oh, wow. As you mentioned in your first, like, you describe your own self as inquisitive. So I'm sure as an author, you also want us to be more curious that what's in the book and what is going to be the next thing. Okay, so now I'm blessed that I am already in Singapore. So the people who are not in Singapore, the children are not in Singapore, after reading your book, you are giving this guarantee that they are going to beg their parents that please bring us to Singapore. And now the VTL lanes and everything is open. So I think they can bring them to Singapore. And you know what? Whenever they come, I'm going to put this on my YouTube channel. Whenever they come, we'll make sure that that you are available and we meet them. What do you say?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Last
And
question.
they can interview me, but only 3 lucky people. Only the other people we can just go and talk, or yeah, something like that.
So you mean to say that three lucky people who they will get the opportunity to interview you,
Yes.
and they can ask any question they want,
Yes.
and you're going to give, on top of that, you're going to give the like any freebies for them?
Yeah.
Free? What?
The one of the rarest books that I've ever wrote, all my comics, and the incredible fantasy of Singapore.
I think I will be the first one. Very nice. Any last comments for my audience?
Yes.
Yes, tell me.
Okay, so Please purchase my book from Amazon and check out my website. Links in the description.
That's interesting. Thank you so much, Sahil, for such an amazing, crisp, precise and to the point interview. I think it's not an interview. Basically, it was such an amazing short conversation with you, knowing more about your book. And I will definitely buy your book. This is for sure. And I will also request my audience to buy this young and creative, inquisitive, and focused writer amongst all of us to buy his book, The Incredible Fantasy of Singapore. Thank you, Sahil.
You're welcome.